This is my visual representation of communication. Although no model is accurate enough to describe the complexity of communication, my model starts off simply but then gets complex under the subcategories as it develops. My definition of communication is any form of verbal or nonverbal exchanges of symbols between one or more persons that are directly or indirectly influenced by context. I like to start off at the creator-consumer part of my model. I don't believe that communicators or senders or receivers are an accurate description of the people who communicate and the complex nature, because I feel like even art can be a form of communication. I also put context out beside their creator-consumer category because I believe that behaviors and stuff are focused more from context such as social and cultural and even DNA. But as we move along, they produce their content. Their content is put through the message production, but it is also influenced by context such as social, physical, cultural, things like that. As it goes back, it goes through a medium. This can be email, media, text, video, phone calls, posting, conference, radios, and any form of art such as music or paintings. On the other side, we have the creator-consumer, although I did not call them different from senders or receivers because I feel like people don't listen that well. Therefore, even though they may create a feedback, it doesn't necessarily produce their own answer to the one that first said something. They have their own way of talking, and a new thing that is brought up that introduces itself into the conversation. Things that we process in our mind, I believe, are based more on the cognitive theory, in that things are grouped between similarities and differences and how relevant it is and such. There is some cognitive dissonance which creates my two parts to the message production and feedback channel, because as I said before, that two people do not really communicate and understand each other unless they know the basis of good communication. I also included interference at all four corners of my model to show that environmental and semantic noise such as physical noise as traffic, music, people talking in a coffee shop, and meanings of words and such can be interpreted differently on each end of consumer and creator.